Welcome home. Let's get into it.
The time has come. After a long year of no PS5 consoles on store shelves and no signs of them coming in stores anytime soon, I was finally able to secure one during a recent Walmart drop. Big shout out to my boy B Kelk for giving me the heads up. Now that I finally have a PS5, this opens up the channel to a whole new world of titles. So before we jump into the heavy hitters like Ratchet & Clank and Spider-Man, let's take a look at the packing game, Astros Playroom. So Astros Playroom was developed by Team Asobi, which is a small internal team in the now closed Japan studio, which goes to show you the talent of that studio. And it's really a shame because Japan Studio has produced some of my favorite games on the PlayStation, most notable Ape Escape 3 and Gravity Rush 2. Astro first made an appearance in the PS4 minigame compilation, The Playroom, which I believe came preloaded on most PS4s. I never had any interest in this title personally, and I don't know anyone who really played it, so drop a comment if you like Playroom on PS4. So eventually, Sony started to invest into virtual reality with the PSVR, and here comes Astrobot Rescue Mission, a 3D platform that takes full advantage of the hardware it was designed for. According to the reviews and the rewards it was nominated for, the game seems to be a true showpiece for the PSVR. The same can be said about the game we're highlighting today, Astros Playroom. Not only is this a game that showcases the awesomeness of the PS5 and the DualSense controller, but it's really just a huge celebration of the 2 decades that the PlayStation brand has been relevant in gaming. You can find artifacts which pretty much showcases the past PlayStation hardware and peripherals. You could also see the Astro family of characters acting out certain games and making a parody in some senses. My personal favorite was the Devil May Cry 3 cameo, and since we just reviewed that game, it was really cool to see here. Also, the Crash Bandicoot cameo, that was pretty cool as well. In terms of the gameplay, this is a simple 3D platformer. While playing this game, I got a lot of Mario Galaxy or 3D World vibes from this, and since the game is built for the PS5, the colors and the lighting really pop, especially if you're playing this on a 4K monitor or television. The levels load instantly and the game performs beautifully with stable frame rates despite all the things going on. You run around these beautiful environments, explore and collect artifacts and coins which you can use in the PlayStation Lab to purchase more goodies. Now throughout the adventure, the game introduces you to new DualSense control functions to really show off what the controller can do. The first one you really notice is the haptic feedback throughout the game, whether it's weather conditions like the wind blowing or rain, or just simply hitting an enemy. You also have adaptive triggers for things like controlling a rocket ship, judging the range of a jump, or just using a bow and arrow. There is so much more that the game shows, but remember, this game is built to showcase all the tech in the PS5 and the controller, so make sure you dive into this. Now, I'm not a fan of all the things the game has you do. For example, there's a section in GPU Jungle where you have to use the controller's built-in motion control alongside the adaptive triggers. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Also, the rocket ship sections in SSD Speedway. Yeah, even games like Mario Galaxy, I really don't care for motion control and hope developers just make it an optional thing. Traditional controls rule. That's just my opinion. The game is split into 4 sections, named after actual components in the PlayStation. My personal favorite level is probably the first half of GPU Jungle, and I must say, I love the music and sound effects in this game, but the track that plays in GPU Jungle, it's pure fire. The whole soundtrack is actually good, so I recommend giving it a listen if you can. The experience is not long at all. I was able to complete the main game in about an hour and a half, but I still have some collectibles and trophies to grab. For my first PS5 experience, I really enjoyed this. Astro's Playroom is pre-installed on all PS5s right now, so if you happen to find a unit, make sure you spend some time with Astro and celebrate the legacy of PlayStation. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.